all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High and His Son. Thank Him for another opportunity to get it right. Learn of our foreways, not byways. Today's class topic is, what makes a strong defense? What makes a strong defense? You know, the moment we walk out of our house, the moment that we enter into the matrix, what makes a strong defense? What is our defense? Yes, the Most High, He gives us tools. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that today. But first and foremost, we must announce the Almighty for honor, glory, respect from His name. Psalms 59:17. 59:17. Read this out.
The book of Psalms, chapter 59, verse 17. Unto thee, O my strength, will I sing, for God is my defense, and the God of my mercy.
Understanding that our God is our defense. Our God is our defense. But if we don't use certain tools, how come only few will be saved?
Bring it out.
We don't use certain tools, apply certain things. How come is it that only few will be saved? Read that again.
Unto thee, O my strength, will I sing, for God is my defense.
God is my defense. Read.
And the God of my mercy.
Go down, give me Psalm chapter 89, verse 18. Again, Israel, let's praise His name. Let's give respect on His name.
The book of Psalms, chapter 89, verse 18.
Because everything is the Lord's will. Read.
For the Lord is our defense.
For the Lord is our defense. Read.
And the Holy One of Israel is our King.
Give me Psalms chapter 7, verse 10. Understanding, just have to make emphasis that the victory come from above.
That's right.
Psalms chapter 7, verse 10. Read this out.
The book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 10. My defense is of God, which saveth the upright in heart.
The thing is, what departs us from our God, once we enter into the matrix, once we walk out these doors, once we open our eyes from a deep sleep, we begin to lean on our own understanding and strength. Said it again. Give me John chapter 1, verse 1.
Find it out.
As soon as we wake up, we profess with our mouth that God is our defense. But as soon as we open our eyes, we start our day, we begin to lean on our own understanding, on our own strength. Forgetting this, read.
The book of John, chapter 1, verse 1. Break it out. In the beginning was the Word.
Read.
And the Word was with God. And the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made.
No, some things.
All things were made by Him.
Some things.
All things were made by Him.
All things were made by Him. Read on.
And without Him was not anything made.
Understanding, Israel, everything that we go through, every aspect in life was made created by our God.
That's right.
How can we lean on our own strength and our own understanding when everything was created by the Most High and His Son, by His Word? By His Word. Give me Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. It's time to get back in tune with the Most High and His Son. Submit. For all things that happen, the good, the bad, the ugly, is the Lord's will.
Right.
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7. Read this out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7. I formed the light and created darkness. I make peace and created evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
It's God that does all these things that we go through. Some of us are stressed out about bills. Some of us, we still steady and tangle ourselves with the affairs of this life.
Point it out.
Some of us still stressing about where we're going to sleep. Stressing on things that they ought not. But the reason why we go through these things is simply, man, we don't believe, but we lack faith. Give me Acts chapter 7, verse 50. Acts chapter 7, verse 50.
The book of Acts, chapter 7, verse 50. Hold not my hand, made all these things.
Forgetting that our God has made all things. Read on.
Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart.
Some of us, we go through what we go through because we are still stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart. Read.
And is, ye do always resist the Holy Ghost.
Resisting the Holy Ghost, resisting the laws, resisting the Spirit. Read.
As your father did, so do ye.
Just like our fathers have done. Give me Matthew chapter 6 verse 8. Matthew chapter 6 verse 8. Again, what makes a strong defense?
Break it out.
Of course, it's the Most High and the Son.
That's right.
He gives us tools. He gives us tools. He gives us tools. We're going to get there. Matthew 6 and 8. Read this out.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 8. Be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before ye ask him.
Sister, I see you struggling, you stressing. But your God telling you, he already knows the things you need before you ask.
That's right.
Brother, I see you got a hard work schedule. You're not able to make it. You're tired, brother, doing 12-hour days. But again, your Father knows what things he needs before he asks. Some of us, we have little faith. Majority of us, we're going through the things that we're going through because we believe not. Jump down to verse 30.
Verse 30. Wherefore, if God so clothe the grass of the
Oh,
field,
God can take care of the grass of the field. Read.
which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you?
Read.
O ye of little faith.
What's the problem?
O ye of little faith.
We have little faith.
That's right.
Read on up.
Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or wherewithal shall we be clothed?
Read.
For after all these things do the Gentiles seek.
And for after all these things do the unbelievers seek. Are you still worried about the things as what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear? You are a non-believer.
Bring it out.
Read.
For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things.
But read on up.
But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Give me Jeremiah 17 and 5. Jeremiah 17 and 5.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 5. Thus says the Lord, cursed be the man that trusted in man,
Read.
and maketh flesh his arm.
Some of us make our jobs, our own, our strength, our possessions, our own, our strength, our own understanding, our arm and our strength. But read on.
And whose heart departed from the
That's when
Lord.
your mind depart from the Most High and the Son. That's when your mind depart from the Most High and the Son. Now give me 1 Samuel 12 and 15. 1 Samuel chapter 12 verse 15. 1 Samuel chapter 12 verse 15. First Samuel chapter 12 verse 15.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 12, verse 15. But if ye will not obey the voice of the Lord, but rebel against the commandments of the Lord,
Read.
then shall the hand of the Lord be against you.
With some of us going through what we're going through because the hand of the Lord is against us. Some of us, we going through what we're going through. Bills. Affairs of this life because the hand of the Lord is against us. He makes it plain as day. Read.
As it was against your
It's
fathers.
just as it was against our fathers. Give me Psalm 37 verse 4. And we're going to get into it. Psalms chapter 37 verse 4.
The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 4.
Read.
Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee desires of thine
Delight
heart.
thyself also with the Lord. He's going to give you desires of your heart. But it's too hard for some. But again, the class title, what makes a strong defense? 4 things I got. Of course, there's more. There's 4 things that stand out the most to me. What makes a strong defense, the first thing is wisdom.
That's right.
It's wisdom. What makes a strong defense, one of the things is wisdom. Because of wisdom, you help your health. The words that you speak. Through wisdom, you're able to control your emotions. Your temperance. Gaining knowledge of things that may help you in life. But one thing that makes a strong defense is wisdom. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 12. One tool that the Most High has for us to gain is wisdom. A tool to use for defense is wisdom. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12. Read this out.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12. Bring it out. For wisdom is a defense.
For what?
For wisdom is a defense.
For wisdom is a defense. For wisdom is a defense. Let's go into depth. Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 43 verse 33. Ecclesiasticus of Sirach chapter 43 verse 33.
The book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 43 verse 33.
Read.
For the Lord hath made all things.
For the Lord hath made all things. Read.
And to the godly hath he given wisdom.
And to the godly hath he given wisdom. For only a godly man should obtain wisdom. And why is wisdom a defense? We're going to get there. Give me Ecclesiasticus 25 and 10.
The book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 10.
Read.
Oh, how great is he that findeth wisdom. Yet is there none above him.
Yet
that
is there none above him. Read.
That feareth the Lord.
That feareth the Lord. So one would say, how is wisdom a defense? What about you gaining wisdom, man? You will prolong the days of your life. And you will begin to take care of your body.
That's right.
Begin to take care of your body. How is wisdom a defense? Because you learn that you need to take care of the temple of the Most High and the Son. To take care of your body. Let's get that health. How's wisdom a defense? Because you could use wisdom to increase your health. Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 15.
The book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 verse 15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold.
It says health and good estate of body are above all gold. So it sounds easy, but how many of us actually putting down that poison fast food?
Bring it out.
How many of us are actually trying to grow your own food?
Teach.
But if we really had wisdom, man, we would wake up and unplug and begin to take our health seriously. Because that wisdom that's going to help you take your health seriously, man. Some of us, we lack wisdom. Guess what we do? We continue to run to the enemy for this fake food and to their stores some fake fruits and fake vegetables, man. Destroying our body. Read that again, up.
Health and good estate of body are above all gold.
Health and good estate of body are above all gold. How can you enjoy the riches if you have bad health?
Bring it out.
You know, in this walk, man, every time I feel any problem in my heart, man, it gets me right. Because your life hanging in the balance of that heartbeat. And knowing that what I put in my body affects my heart and its beat and my health. Some of us ain't taking it seriously, man.
Bring it out.
Like we're not dying younger and younger. 60 years old is the new 80 now.
Teach.
People just dropping like flies for lack of wisdom. Lack of wisdom about their health, knowledge about their health. Read that again, out.
Health and good estate of body are above all gold.
Read.
And a strong body above infinite wealth.
And a strong body above infinite wealth. That takes wisdom. Stop walking around like a crash dummy, man.
That's right.
I'm talking to myself. Because I drive home, man, guess what? Whataburger, Williams Chicken, calling my name. I know it's poison. I know it's bad. But sometimes I give in. That's my lack of wisdom, man. And wisdom is a good defense. If I truly applied it, man, I wouldn't be putting that poison in my body. Read on up.
There is no riches above a sound body.
There is no riches above a sound body. See how wisdom start to understand the importance of your health. Read on.
There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart.
Above the joy and heart. It's that wisdom, man. Wisdom is a good defense because you're going to take heed in what you put inside yourself. You'll take heed to what you put inside. Give me jump down to verse 25. Matter of fact, start at verse 22.
Bring it out.
Verse 22. The gladness of the heart is the life of man.
The gladness of the heart is the life of man. Read.
And the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days.
So you understand, you want to live long, man. Be happy. Speak life. Be positive. That's wisdom.
Right.
Some of us, we expect to live long by always being negative, man. Always having bad things to say.
Bring it out.
Negative thoughts. Truly have wisdom, you'll understand that the gladness of heart and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days. You want to live long, apply wisdom. Read on up.
Love thine own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from
Some
thee.
of us, we hanging on to problems about yesterday. It says, remove sorrow far from thee. That's wisdom. Take wisdom. Some of us, we still hanging on to problems we had 10 years ago. Hanging on the proudest relationships we had 5 years ago.
Bring it out.
It says, remove sorrow far from thee. Some of us need to apply wisdom. Read.
For sorrow hath killed many.
What does sorrow and stress do?
For sorrow hath killed many.
That's why most of us dropping like flies. Because we filled with sorrow and stress. We filled with sorrow and stress. Don't let that be you. Apply wisdom. God said don't do that. Read on now.
And there is no profit therein.
Because there is no profit therein. What profit you living your life stressing every day? Angry every day? What profit does that have? Being negative every day? Heart full of sorrow. So wisdom is a defense. Read.
Envy and wrath shorten the life.
It says, hold on, read that again.
Envy and wrath shorten the life.
When you see somebody angry, always angry, scripture say, man, their days are numbered.
Bring it out.
See somebody always angry, scripture say their days are numbered. That's wisdom. So therefore, you shouldn't be angry. You shouldn't be angry. That's a defense. Because anger rests up in the bosom of fools. Be not angry. Be not angry. Because the scripture tell me a person is always angry, their days are numbered. Read.
Envy and wrath shorten the life.
It's that anger, envy, and wrath that shorten your life. Read on.
And carefulness bringeth age before the time.
And carefulness bring up age before the time. Always timid, man. Always doubtful. Bring up age before the time. But read on up.
A cheerful and good heart.
But a cheerful and good heart, read.
Will have a care of his meat and diet.
But a cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. Wisdom will make you aware, conscious of what you put in your body spiritually and put in your body physically as well. Wisdom makes you conscious of what you feed your soul and your spirit and your body. It's that wisdom. For wisdom is a good defense. Because it showed you the way to walk. Things you ought not to do. Things you ought not to do. Give me Ecclesiasticus. Matter of fact, jump up to verse 21. I left out one.
Verse 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness.
Give not over thy mind to what?
Give not thy mind over to heaviness.
Read.
And afflict not thyself in thine own counsel.
Just wanted to show you that. Give not your mind over to heaviness in your own understanding. Because it is not profit you nothing, man. See what I want. Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 4.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38, verse 4.
Again, wisdom is a defense. Read.
The Lord hath created medicine out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
You see that we're trying to get the gardens going, trying to get things out the earth going for the nation. Because the medicines, God has created medicines out of the earth. That is wisdom. That is wisdom. Some of us are still turning to these pills. That's killing us. When all the medicine comes from the earth and the herbs. Israel, wisdom is a good defense. For wisdom is a good defense. Now, give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 12 again. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12 again.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12. For wisdom is a defense.
For what?
For wisdom is a defense.
For wisdom is a defense. Because if you truly had wisdom, defense could be in your words.
That's right.
Defense could be in your words.
Teach.
Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 24. Wisdom is a good defense because with wisdom you're going to watch your words, knowing the power of your words. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 24.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 24. For by speech wisdom shall be known.
First of your speech shall wisdom be known. Read.
And learning by the word of the tongue.
For by speech wisdom shall be known. It's by speech wisdom shall be known. It's by the words that you speak. And one fundamental thing we must hearken. Give me Ecclesiastes 37:18.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 37.
Start at verse 17.
Chapter 37 verse 17.
Read.
The countenance is a sign of changing of the heart.
So with wisdom, you will understand something is going on in somebody's mind, but a countenance on their face. That's wisdom. That's a defense. Helping your relationship with your wife, with your husband, with your loved ones, or people around you by paying attention to the countenance of their face. Some of us, we ignorant to the fact. Sister, you can't see that your sister catching hell going through something right now. Brother, you can't tell that your brother catching hell, man, he's down and out. Need to be loved. Need a phone call. Need a hug. Sister, can't you see that your countenance on your face, in your sister's face, that you need to call her and check on her?
Point it out.
Read that again, huh?
The countenance is a sign of changing of the heart.
Pay attention to people's countenance, man. That's wisdom. Pay attention to people's countenance. For a man may be known by his look. It's wisdom. Pay attention to people around you and their countenance, man. Because one thing it's going to show you is a changing of their mind, a changing of their heart. Read.
4 manner of things appear.
4 manner of things appear before us. It's wisdom, only 4. It's nothing that you see. It's nothing material. But it's truly 4 things that appear before us. Read.
Good and evil.
It's only good and evil that's before us. Read.
Life and death.
And life and death. Good and evil and life and death. That's it. That's it. You want to sum up everything in a nutshell, it's either going to be good or evil or life or death.
Teach.
Read.
But the tongue ruleth over them continually.
Hold up. But the what?
But the tongue ruleth over them continually.
But the what?
But the tongue ruleth over them continually.
That mouth. Wisdom. You will take heed to what thou speakest. Take heed to what thou speakest. Take heed to what thou speakest. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 11.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 5
Start at verse 10.
Verse 10. Be steadfast in thy understanding.
Be steadfast in thy understanding. Read.
And let thy word be the same.
And let thy word be the same. Let your understanding, your knowledge, your wisdom reflect the words that you say. Read.
Be swift to hear.
Be swift to hear. Read.
And let thy life be sincere.
And let thy light be sincere. Read on.
And with patience give answer.
And with patience give answer. That's wisdom. That's wisdom. With patience give answer. Wisdom is a strong defense because it help you with your health. It help you with your life as well by your words. But life and death is in the what? The power of the tongue. And the power of the tongue. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 29.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 29. Be not an hypocrite.
Be not what?
Be not an hypocrite.
Read.
in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest.
Again, truly, wisdom is defense, because you learn to take heed to what thou speakest. Begin to take heed on what thou speakest, man. Taking heed to what thou speakest. Wisdom is a defense. Let me tell you why. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 20, verse 5. Ecclesiastes chapter 20, verse 5. This is wisdom.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 20, verse 5.
Read.
There is one that keepeth silent, and is found wise.
Wisdom will show you about keeping silence. There's power in silence sometimes. Wisdom will show you that there is power in silence. Says there is one that keepeth silence. What does that silence sometimes be found? What? Read.
There is one that keepeth silence, and is found wise.
Sometimes it's better to keep your mouth shut sometimes. It's wisdom. Let's see what the person that always feel like they got something to say. Read.
And another by much babbling.
And another by much babbling, always running their mouth. Read.
Becoming hateful.
So wisdom will make you take heed to your words. Take heed to your mouth. Because it's telling you, there is one that keepeth silence, and is found wise, and another by much babbling become a hateful. Don't be that person that's always babbling, running their mouth, because you're truly not exercising wisdom. And wisdom is defense, because guess what? A babbler become a hateful. Don't you? Are you the one that wants to become hateful? Every time you show your face, man, God dang, she just can't shut up. Brother always got something to say. Don't let that be you. Let wisdom be your defense. Read.
Some man holdeth his tongue, because he hope not to answer.
Some holding his tongue because he have not to answer. Let me tell you something, and this is something that the elder and Bishop Yokel, they practice good, man. You could answer them a question, man, and they'll pause for 20 seconds. They won't say that at least 20 seconds. Because read that again.
Some man holdeth his tongue, because he hope not to answer.
Because they use wisdom. There's some that holdeth his tongue because they have not to answer. It's okay to pause before you speak. That's what we commanded to do. That is wisdom. Read.
And some keep it silence, knowing his time.
And some keep it silence, knowing his time. Knowing his time. I'm telling you, you got some that lack wisdom. Holding a conversation with their brother, man. Those ones that cut his brother off in the midst of his speech. Cut that brother off in the midst of his speech. Take heed to wisdom, man. It tells you how to operate. Most High gives us tools so that we may be found blameless. So that we may be found perfect. Read.
A wise man will hold his tongue till he see opportunity. But a babbler.
So a wise person will hold their tongue till they see opportunity. Read.
But a babbler and a fool will regard no time.
But a babbler and a fool will regard no time, man. Always speaking out of turn.
Bring it out.
Don't let that be you. Lest thou slippest with thy mouth and be pricked with the multitude of sins. Don't let that be you, man. You only got one shot. Once you slip with your words, you can't get them back. But wisdom is a defense. But wisdom is a strong defense. But wisdom is a strong defense. Give me Proverbs 16:32. Proverbs 16:32. Again, wisdom can help you control your emotions.
That's right.
Read this up.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 32.
Read.
He that is slow to anger
See that is slow to anger. Read.
is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city.
Understand it, man. You can't be emotional in this walk. You can't be emotional. Can't be. How can you let somebody get you out the spirit? How can you let anybody get you out the spirit? One thing I'm working on myself, man. Because truly, anger rests in the bosom of fools. It says he that is slow to anger is better than a mighty. Read that again, now.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty.
He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. That's wisdom. Put off that anger, that envy, that strife, that malice from among you. Because it profiteth nothing, man. For vengeance is for the Most High.
That's right.
Vengeance is for the Most High. Give me James chapter 1, verse 19. James chapter 1, verse 19.
The book of James, chapter 1, verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath.
Read on up.
For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God.
Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear and slow to speak. But 2/3 of us, we got to flip around, man. Always quick to say something and regard not the information that's coming out. Most of us, we got it backwards. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear and slow to speak and read.
And slow to wrath.
That's wisdom. That's wisdom. That's wisdom.
That's right.
Well, why is that? For read.
For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God.
Because you know that's not righteous. Understanding that those are not righteous characteristics. That's wisdom. Knowing what not to do. Remaining blameless, it takes wisdom. Read.
Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word.
Receive with meekness this engrafted word. Read.
Which is able to save your soul.
Wisdom will save your soul.
Bring it out.
Wisdom will save your soul. Well, so one of the major things we have as a strong defense is that wisdom. But wisdom saves a man's soul. Let's get to the next thing. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 12.
Read.
For wisdom is a defense.
So not only is wisdom a strong defense, but read.
And money.
And what?
And money.
And what?
And money.
Read.
Is a defense.
And money is a defense. And money is a defense. Says for wisdom is a strong defense, but money as well. You know, some of us, we serve it. Some of us, we idolize it.
Bring it out.
Some of us, the money is our God. But you actually operate in the spirit, man. All money is a tool and a defense. All money is just a tool and a defense. Let's get that. Give me Ecclesiastes 29 and 10. For all money is a tool and a defense. Problems arise to you in life. Car breakdown. Problems around the house. Clothes. You need diapers. Emergencies. It's like that. It's that money, that tool of money. Defense. But money is a great defense. Read this up.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 29 verse 10.
Read.
Lose thy money for thy brother.
Hold up. So the thing is, majority of us, man, we fail to realize through wisdom, a man's heart is where his treasure is. So your heart is essentially where your money is. Essentially, your heart is where your money is. Hold that. Give me Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. Most times he gives it to you. Your money where your heart is. But that's a known fact. That's facts. Person money is where their heart and their mind at. Read this.
The book of Matthew chapter 6 verse 31.
Verse 21.
Verse 21. For where?
Start at verse 19. Start at verse 19.
Verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth.
So say don't lay up money, treasures on this earth. Because you can't take it with you.
That's right.
Read.
Where moth and rust do
This is
corrupt.
going to fade away. Read on.
And where thieves break through and steal.
Read.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in
Use
heaven.
your money to lay up yourself treasures in heaven. Let's go get into that. Read on.
Where neither moth nor rust do corrupt. And where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Read.
For where your treasures is,
For where your money is, where your time is. Read.
there will your heart be also.
There will your heart be also. There will your mind be also. Give me Luke chapter 12 verse 34. Luke chapter 12 verse 34.
The book of Luke chapter 12 verse 34.
Read.
For where your treasures is, there will your heart be also.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. A man's money is where his heart is. But let's see, during this short and lifetime that we have, what do we have to do? Give me Ecclesiastes 29:10.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 29, verse 10.
Read.
Lose thy money for thy brother.
Start at verse 9.
Verse 9. Help the poor for the commandments' sake.
Read.
And turn him not away because of his poverty.
Read on.
Lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend.
You lose our money for thy brother and thy friend. Some of us got to prove our friends. We're getting there. But in here in a short lifetime, man, you give it up for your nation, man.
That's right.
You give it up for your nation. Read that again now.
Lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend.
Lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend. Read.
And let it not rust under a stone to be lost.
Read on.
Lay up thy treasures according to the commandments of the Most High. It shall bring thee more profit than gold.
It shall bring thee more profit than gold. With that money, we're getting into alms. The alms. It's the alms. The alms is a strong defense.
That's right.
Alms. Give me Ecclesiastes 4:24. Most of us, we're going through what we're going through because we simply don't pay alms.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 40, verse 24. Brethren, help, or
Read that again.
brethren, and help are against time of trouble.
So, in my times of trouble, I got my brother that I could call
That's right.
and help that I could receive. But read that again.
Brethren, and help are against time of trouble.
So we got our brothers, we got that give us help. Those are against times of trouble. What deliver more than both of those? Read.
But alms shall deliver more than both.
But alms shall deliver more than both. It's the alms that's going to deliver you in your times of trouble.
Bring it out.
It's your alms. It is your alms. But give me Ecclesiastes 29:12.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 29, verse 12. Shut up alms in thy storehouse,
Shut up your alms and your store. Save money, man. Manage your money, right? Read.
and it shall deliver thee from all affliction.
What does deliver you from all affliction?
And it shall deliver thee from all affliction.
Some of us going through what we're going through because we don't pay alms to the Lord.
Bring it out.
That proper sacrifice, man. Alms is for the church.
Right.
We take care of the sheep with no alms. Read that again now.
Shut up alms in thy storehouse, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction.
Read.
It shall fight for thee against thine enemy.
What does alms do?
It shall fight for thee against thine enemy.
What does alms do?
It shall fight for thee against thine
It
enemy.
shall fight for thee against thine enemies. Read.
Better than a mighty shield and strong spear.
Better than a mighty shield and a strong spear. Let's touch on alms briefly. Give me Matthew chapter 6. Matthew chapter 6. Start at verse 1.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 1. Take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven.
Read.
Therefore when thou dost thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
Read.
But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth.
When you do your alms, give your sacrifice to the Lord for the church, and you do it in secret.
That's
Do it in
right.
silence. Read.
That thine alms may be in
That
secret,
your alms may be in secret. Read.
and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly.
I'm telling you, some of us, we're going through what we're going through because we don't give alms. We don't give alms to the Lord. We don't give alms. Alms is a defense. Go back. Ecclesiastes chapter 29, verse 12. Some of us go through what we go through because we simply don't give alms. Read this.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 29, verse 12. Shut up alms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all afflictions.
Read.
It shall fight for thee against thine enemies, better than a mighty shield and strong spear.
Better than a mighty shield and a strong spear. For arms is defense. Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 30. Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 30.
The book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 30. Water will quench a flaming fire.
So as water quench up the flaming fire. Read.
And arms make it an atonement for sin.
Hold on, what does arms do?
Arms make it an atonement for sin.
Hold on, what does arms do?
Arms make it an atonement for
Some
sin.
of us, we going through what we're going through because we simply don't give arms, man.
Bring it
We don't
out.
care about the church. Care about the poor, the needy. Some of us, we go through what we go through simply because we don't pay alms. Give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 3.
The book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 3.
Hold on. Start at verse 1.
Verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest.
When you doing good, know to whom thou doest it to. When you do good, know to whom thou doest it.
Bring it out.
Ain't finna just give your money to anybody to help anybody. Know to whom you doing it. For read.
So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefit.
Read on.
Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense.
Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense. Read.
And if not from him, yet from the Most High.
Read on.
There can no good come to him that is always occupied.
So God
in
said there can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil. But read on.
nor to him that giveth no
God
alms.
said, can no good could come to the man that giveth no alms.
Bring it out.
Again, some of us going through what we're going through, we either lack wisdom and not giving any alms. Not giving any alms. Read that again, now. There can no good come to him that what?
There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil,
Read.
nor to him that give no
Nor
alms.
to him that giveth no alms. Some of us going through what we're going through because we simply don't give no alms.
Bring it out.
Some of us are unprotected, lack defense because we don't give alms to the Lord. And secret. Don't give alms to the Lord in secret. Give me Tobit, chapter 12, verse 9. Tobit, chapter 12, verse 9, page 41. Start at verse 8.
The book of Tobit,
Start at 12 and verse 8.
12 and verse 8. Prayer is good with fasting and alms and
So your
righteousness.
prayer only availeth with fasting and alms and righteousness. Read.
A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold.
It is better to give alms than to lay up gold. Read on.
For alms do it deliver from death.
For alms do what?
For alms do deliver it from death.
For alms do what?
For alms do deliver it from death.
Read.
And shall purge away all sin.
What does alms do?
And shall purge away all sin.
Read.
Those that exercise alms and righteousness shall be filled with life.
For alms is a strong defense.
Bring it out.
Give cheerfully to the Lord. Give cheerfully. Give me Acts chapter 10, verse 2. Start at verse 1. Let's talk on Cornelius. Acts chapter 10, verse 1. Read.
The book of Acts, chapter 10, verse 1. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band,
Read.
and a devout man, and one that feared God with all his house,
Read.
which gave much alms to the people,
What did he do?
which gave much alms to the people,
Read.
and prayed to God always.
And pray to God always. Pray to God always. The importance of alms for the people. It is for the people.
That's right.
It is for the people, man. Alms is for the people. Give me 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 5.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 5. Therefore, I thought it necessary to exhort the brethren that they would go before unto you and make up beforehand your
Look,
mind.
that's not what I want. Give me make sure to see it's 1 Corinthians. That's not what I want. We're gonna get back to that. We're gonna get back to that. See where I'm at. Okay, we're gonna skip over that. But arms make a strong defense. But last but not least, what also makes a strong defense is a faithful friend. It's a faithful friend. Strong defense made by a faithful friend. Give me Ecclesiastes 6 and 14.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6, verse 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense.
A faithful friend is a strong defense. Some of us better take heed to our friends, man.
Point it out.
For a faithful friend is a strong defense. We always say we had friends in that world. Tell me why we always hitting rock bottom, always catching hell, man.
Point it out.
Always lacking, always without. Nobody to call on, nobody to lean on. Because that truly wasn't your friend. Because a true faithful friend is a what? Read that again now.
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
A faithful friend is a strong defense. So that it makes you ask yourself, how many of us had true faithful friends out there, man? None.
Point it out.
Probably one. But majority of us, none. Because a faithful friend provides a strong defense, man. Always got a faithful friend to call on,
That's
to lean
right.
on, to depend on. Read that again.
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
Read.
And he that hath found such a one hath found a treasure.
And he that hath found such a one has found a treasure. Read.
Nothing doeth to countervail a faithful friend.
Nothing doeth to countervail a faithful friend. Read.
And his excellency is invaluable.
I'm saying you don't exchange nothing for a faithful friend, man.
That's right.
A faithful friend. A faithful friend. Jump up to verse 13.
Verse 13. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy
Some of us, we
friends.
start taking heed of our friends, man. You really got a faithful friend and an unfaithful friend.
That's right.
Good and evil. Life or death, one of the two. But you know, a faithful friend is a strong defense. And he that hath found such and one hath found a treasure. Just read the verse 15 again.
Verse 15. Nothing doeth countervail a faithful friend.
Nothing to do with countervail a faithful friend. Read.
And his excellency is invaluable.
Read.
A faithful friend is the medicine of life.
A faithful friend is the medicine of life. Read on.
And they that fear the Lord shall find him.
And they that fear the Lord shall find a faithful friend, man. But don't let man reap what he sowed. Some of us can't find a faithful friend because we are that unfaithful friend.
Point it out.
Can't find love because you don't give love. This is a faithful friend, it's the medicine of life. And they that fear the Lord shall find him. A faithful friend is a gift from the Most High and the Son. A faithful friend is given to you for a defense.
That's right.
Read.
Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
So as you are, so shall your neighbor be also, shall your friend be.
That's right.
You love the Most High and His Son. You want to stand and fight for the Most High and His Son. That's how your friend should be. You got nothing to give but love. That's how your friend should be.
Point it out.
What greater love can a man have? Give me John 15:13.
Point it out. John
John 15:13. John Chapter 15, verse 13.
The book of John, chapter 15, verse 13.
Break it out.
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his
When a
friends.
man lay down his life for his friends, just like you ready to slide for your friend should be ready to do the same thing.
That's right.
Just like you ready to slide for your sister should be ready to ride.
Bring it out.
That's a faithful friend. That's a faithful friend. Ready to lay down their life for you. But let's get that again. Jump on verse 17.
Verse 17. These things I command you.
My bad. Shalaki. Ecclesiastes chapter 6 verse 17. Ecclesiastes chapter 6 verse 17.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6, verse 17. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright.
Whoever so fear the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. That's righteousness. Should direct your friendship in righteousness. Doing unto your friend as you want done unto you. Read.
For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
So as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. Give me Proverbs 17 and 17. A friend, a faithful friend, is a strong defense. Proverbs 17, 17.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all
A
times.
friend, a true faithful friend, gonna love you at all times. But love worketh no ill will towards his neighbor. How can a true friend have negative thoughts about you?
Bring it out.
If he feels some type of way, he should be a faithful friend enough to come up here and talk to you about it.
See.
To apply the scripture. To direct this friendship in righteousness. For a friend loveth all the times. Read.
A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity.
So when adversity hits, man, you know who your true friends is, man. The ones that turn your back on. Who you gonna call when it's going all wrong? The ones you turned your back on? Be real. Who you gonna call on and shake the fan? The same people you turned your back on to spit in their face, man. Be 100. Who you gonna call when it's going all wrong, man? Who you gonna call? Read that again, huh?
A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for
Who
adversity.
you gonna call on when it's going all wrong? Your friend you turned your back on when you was on?
Bring it out.
Be real. A true friend gonna love it at all times, and a real brother is born for adversity, man. See your brother will shit the fan, man, and see what he did. He gonna be there with you. Or he gonna turn his back on you. That ain't a true friend. True friend love it at all times.
That's right.
At all times. True friend love it at all times, man. Give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 12.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 12. Devise not a lie against thy brother, neither do the like to thy friend.
Some of us, man, tell your two friends, man. How many people in that word lied on you, man, slandered your name.
Bring it out.
You called your friend. But you get that report to the grapevine, man. Behind your back, man. Devising lies. Read that again, huh?
Devise not a lie against thy brother, neither do the like to thy friend.
Read.
Use not to make any manner of lie, for the custom thereof is not
For
good.
the custom thereof is not good, man. Jump down to verse 18.
Verse 18. Change not a friend for any good, by no means.
Change not a friend for any good by no means. Read.
Neither a faithful brother for the gold of Arbor.
Neither a faithful brother for the gold of offer, man. Give me Ecclesiastes 22:25.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 22, verse 25. I will not be ashamed to defend a
I
friend,
would not be ashamed to defend a friend. Read.
neither will I hide myself from him.
How many times, man, shit hit the fan, man? You surrounded. A true faithful friend gonna stand by your side and defend you, man. That's a defense.
That's right.
That is a defense. For a faithful friend is a strong defense. Read that again, now.
I will not be ashamed to defend a
Because you
friend.
ain't gonna be ashamed to defend your friend, just like he ain't gonna be ashamed to defend you. Read.
Neither will I hide myself from him.
Read.
And if any evil happen unto me by him, everyone that heareth it will beware of him.
Man, beware of the people, man, the reports you get. Brother said that's your friend, but evil reports coming back. Man, take heed. Take heed. It said if any evil happen unto me by him, everyone that hear it will be aware of him. You see why some of us, we beware of some of these people in the nation, man. They want to say they was our friends. Guess what? Evil came about from without, man. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 40, verse 23. Without true friends, man. A true friend, a true brother, love it all the time.
That's right.
Ecclesiastes 40, 23.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 40, verse 23.
But let's see who your number one friend is of all. Read.
A friend and companion never meet amiss,
Read.
but above both
But above a friend and a companion, read,
is a wife with her husband.
is a wife and her husband. Some of us need to cling on to our wives, man. Cling on to our husbands, man. For a friend and a companion meet and miss. But read up.
But above both is a wife with her husband.
But above a friend and a companion and the brother's a wife and her husband. In this short lifetime, man, let's make sure that we're doing good by each other, man. But what makes a strong defense? First and foremost, the Most High and His Son.
Right.
But He also gives us wisdom. He gives us a faithful friend. Let's make sure we're preparing our arms, praying and fasting, man. On that note, shalom.